lavender, lavender, lavender.
Episode 27 of A Little Lavender with Shapiro and Suker. Michael Shapiro, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Kevin Suker. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Is that a new guitar on the wall in the back there, that Les Paul?
No, that's my old gold top off the floor at Guitar Center in 2002.
You don't come across to me as just a guy that walks in a guitar shop and takes a guitar off the wall.
It's a funny thing you'd mention that because Jason Williams was a guy that I moved in with in Vancouver, Washington when I was living with my mom temporarily when I took off to Portland, and she kicked me out. I think because I was smoking crack. But I moved in with this guy. I met in a strip club, and I'm like, he was a bass player, and so I moved in with him. But we became very close, and he became the bass player in Trip, and he kind of pulled me out of my drug situation. But we were going to buy all the equipment for the recording studio that we built at a house I bought in Vancouver, Washington. And as we were walking through, he looked at me and goes, "Hey, man, you need a gold top. Every guitar player has a gold top." I'm like, okay. And I bought it. And I never really played it. And it's funny because it became my primary guitar. It's one of my favorite guitars. I have another gold top custom that was a gift it's much more expensive. It doesn't play like, people don't discount cheap guitars because sometimes the magic is in just you get lucky with them, Yeah.
The magic's in the fingers.
I thought you were, you have a question, Mr. Suker?
I'm a firm believer that the magic is in the fingers.
Yeah, it's true. I introduced you at the Dennis Bono show last week. I introduced you to Alex. What's going on with your system?
Let's get this janky Radio Shack camera that I got connected.
It's cool that it follows
computer.
You, though.
Yeah, but why doesn't it reset?
I don't know what you got going on there. But so you met Alex backstage at the Dennis Bono show last week when you guys were on?
I thought that was really nice that you brought him out.
You guys were terrific. So he came over today and we spent some time together. And he is an incredible guitar player. And I've got some really crappy classical guitars, right? I bought one for the Many Miles Away project and didn't spend a lot of money on it. And I hadn't touched it since we haven't played it anymore. We haven't been doing any shows. So like I said, for a couple of years it's been sitting there. And he goes, "Can I play this?" And he played it, and man, he plugged it in, and boy, it is interesting. It's not about the guitar, but it's about the player and the hands. I love that. That's a great effect. Wow. Do that again. You got to do music to that. Do you have any sound effects?
Wow. Look at my teeth.
You got a little something in that bottom tooth there. I think you should floss. Speaking of flossing,
I'll be right back.
The old wifey went to the dentist today, huh?
She went to, what is it called? The endodontist.
Endodontist, yeah.
A friend of yours who you introduced us to, who, believe it or not, one of the dentists that our son visits sang his praise quite heavily. And just like that, Michael Shapiro leaves the room. That's all I have to do is start talking about something I'm going through. And this guy leaves the room. Isn't that great? Hey, welcome to A Little Lavender with Kevin Suker. It's about time I had this show to myself. Today, we're going to spend time talking about me, apparently. We're not going to be talking at all about Michael Shapiro.
That was weird. So I got a banner that came up. It said, "We're trying to reset error," and it just bounced me off. But I had two windows open, so I was able to go to the other one. That was bizarre, dude.
Your microphone is off. It sounds like you're talking through your computer again.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, stop it.
It is.
Oh, let's see if I can figure this out quickly.
You're interrupting the Kevin Suker show. Can you get offline and fix your microphone?
It's all you. Go. Shoot.
I'm just teasing. Listen, we've got some incredible people that are stopping by to say hi. Our friend Patrick. Hello, my friend. Our friend Sam Novak is here today. Oh, my goodness. An old friend. Not old as in age, but a dear friend of mine from Alexandria, Virginia area. My friend Glenda Lee. How are you? We're coming out to you. We're going to be out in your neck of the woods this weekend. We're going to be in D.C. on Saturday. And we're in Annapolis, Maryland on Friday. Glenda, let me know if you want to come to the show.
Hey, Glenda, I got a question for you. What in the world? Finish the question. I want to be nice about this, but finish the question. I'm hanging on that.
What is the question?
She wrote, "What in the world?" Kevin
Yeah,
Super, what
I
in the
think
world?
she's just stopping by and saying hello.
Oh, what
This is
in the world?
Kev-
It's good to see
my,
you.
my friend Kevin, who did the mini documentary, is stopping through saying hello. Great work, sir.
Is it
Look at this.
confusing?
Look at all these amazing friends from my past stopping by to check out on the podcast. Chip Kelly.
Is it confusing to work on a situation where to get two Kevins?
You know what's so funny too that you bring this up? His last name starts with the letter S.
Kevin
and
S.
when we were putting an order in on the road last week for catering, he wrote Kevin S on the slip, and Erin saw it. And she's like, "Wait a minute, there's
That's
two
not gonna
Kevin
fly.
S's.
Yeah,
How
that's
great
not
is
gonna
that?
fly.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at this,
Danny.
Look at this guy.
Well, we got
oh,
Danny
hey,
on.
guys.
Danny, check it out, man. I just told Kevin before we were on there. I said because I watched the premiere of this mini documentary that you guys were doing, which is great, by the way. But I said to him, I said, I think Danny might be my favorite docksider. And right? Did I not say that right before
He absolutely said that. He literally said, Danny might be my new favorite docksider.
So what it is for me, and if anybody watching this right now hasn't seen it yet, it's, what is it, 10, 11, 12 minutes, something like that? How long is it?
You know, it's
short.
It's like 10 minutes. Yeah.
It's short, and I watched it. I didn't get to see the premiere when it came out, but I watched it an hour or so after. It reminded me back in the day with music when we were kids, and we would buy a vinyl, an album, or even a cassette that had a fold inside, and you wanted to know about the band. You wanted to know, your favorite, you love the guitar player or the bass player, or whatever, and you got to you got an inside look at the band. You became kind of, I guess, invested in the artist. And in today's world, you don't get that. Singles and streaming, the kids today, younger generation, they're not really into the band as much. There are some breakthroughs, don't get me wrong, but in general, it's a one-hit thing. What that video did for me is, and of course I know you guys, but I tried to watch it as if I didn't. It made me want to know more. I felt part of the Docksider family in watching it, and I'm guessing that's what part of your goal was with that.
Well, listen, Kevin did an amazing job. He followed
porn,
us,
right?
He followed us around. I'm not sure.
He's known for his porn. He used to do a lot of porn. He's
Look
great.
at this guy, Peter Pavone, an incredible singer, Las
kids
Vegas
today.
icon. These kids today. Thanks, Peter. We got to have him on the podcast one of these days. We got to do that. We'll schedule that in. But yeah, Kevin had the latitude to kind of make what he saw firsthand, right?
Sounds like you're talking about yourself in third person.
It was fun.
Kevin
No.
had the latitude to be amazing, and
Kevin Harold, the guy who directed and produced the thing, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We've played some really wonderful shows this year.
And Tony Orlando opens it up, and he says a very funny line, and he's like, he's not doing it for you, he's doing it for the people that get to see it, because that is one of the things about your show is that
he
it's
really
joyful,
feels
man.
that way, man. He really feels that way. It's really cool to.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. You've got a big show coming up, right? Another Notoriety show.
Yeah, September 21st. Yeah, acoustic. It's our last acoustic show of it's actually at the end of our run at Notoriety for this year. But yeah, thanks for asking.
Is there a reason, just out of curiosity, is there a reason why you're taking the last quarter off? Is it just a personal?
We've got some great corporates that we're doing, and we have the big 10-year anniversary show at Aliante on October 19th. It's 10 years since we started headlining Las Vegas, and I just feel like it's a complete year. We've done a lot this year. Not nearly a lot to me and a lot to you is two different things. I mean, you've tried. Jesus, how many dates have you done this year?
I should count because
you should count because it's good for the conversation, and you should know. But what, maybe 40, 50? What would the number be?
It could be more than that. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've done like 12, right?
Yeah.
So, including the couple of corporates and the ones coming up, but the year will be probably finished with about 16 shows, and that's it. Me, I don't really play that. The most we played was when we were in residency at the Sahara. That was consistent every week, But like, I don't know, man. I just want to. It's about demand. Danny Williams, do you like your shows better acoustic as full band?
Danny, you should ask me that because I can be more objective than Michael can. Michael's in the eye of the hurricane when he's performing in both of those shows.
I don't think
You
he's
know what?
asking me how it hits people. He's asking me about me on stage. Do I personally like it better?
Well, it's my turn to answer. Sorry.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm teasing. I didn't mean to
I was
step
going to
in
look
front
for
of
the
you.
banners. It's Kevin time again. So Ashley Rybar, she's just around the corner. Come on over, Ashley. We'll sit side by side. I love. By the way, you know who that is, Kevin? Ashley
I
Rybar.
do. I
You
do.
got Brody. Oh, you met him at the thing we went to. Yeah,
Yep.
incredible
Yep.
kids. The talent
Incredible
of the
children.
kids.
Very talented children.
So Danny's question, they're different, right? It's like I love the big full production, but it's a lot more work, and it's not as free because of all the cues and everything's synchronized. Whereas the acoustic is less work. It's literally an acoustic guitar and a little amp, and it's loose and fun and spontaneous. And not everything lands because I'm an idiot, and everything that I think comes out my mouth, and it doesn't land, right, Kevin? You know what I mean?
No, I disagree with you. I think that's what makes your show special. To me, the show is in the spaces in between the songs, right?
Yeah.
It's not the songs. I mean,
Yeah.
you do very well, and your band makes you look really good.
It's easier musically, I think, with the full production. I'm playing electric
Yeah.
guitar, and I got
Yeah.
horns, and right. When it's acoustic stripped down, there's no tracks, there's no support, and it's harder. And acoustic inherently is a harder instrument to play than electric guitar.
But let's be real, the geriatric rocker in you likes the electric stuff, right? Like you do kind of like
I
you
do.
do like
It's
lighten it up.
in a perfect world, we do both, and that's what we're going to try to infuse that into the full production show. Because after we did a few of the look at Brian, thanks, buddy.
BT loves the acoustic show.
After we did a few of the acoustic shows, it occurred to me, why not infuse that into like the big boys do? I mean, I've been to an Eagles concert and they're rocking, and then they break it down and they're all on stools, and there's this intimate moment with the audience. So we're going to try to do some of that, but like, I don't know. Honestly, I need to put out another album. I need to infuse it with something new. We've been doing this
Because people are buying albums, right?
well, more for what we'll present in a live show, Kevin, because
Oh, my
I've
bad.
been doing these arrangements it's been 10 years. Actually longer. Inception's 12 years, but in Las Vegas it's been 10 years, and I don't want to say I'm getting bored with the stuff, but I think that an audience, you've worked hard to earn your audience. They deserve to see you transcend every year and coming back. That's why artists put out new albums and do new touring, and it's a constant drive. And I'm a lazy guy. I want to just like get to the goal and then kick my feet up and smoke a joint on the sand and forget. I don't smoke pot.
Look at
but
this.
if I did.
Jack
Yes.
Roth, your drummer of many, many years, is feeling exactly what you're dishing out. So maybe there is a new album, a Reckless in Vegas album in the works. How is it something that you're working on, or are you
Well,
just
we
kinda,
already we do. We already have.
Are you talking?
We already have, first of all, the show, we have 27 arrangements. The first album only has 11 songs on it. Two of those are medleys, so that's actually 14 songs. But we have a whole nother batch that we've done demos on, but never released them on an album. So we'd have to go back and track real drums on them instead of V drums. And, it's a feat. But those are shows we've already presented. But I've been playing Fly Me to the Moon. I've been messing around with that tune. And I'm like, and we never wanted to do that because it's such a standard, right? We wanted to do songs that weren't quite as standard-y, if you will. So I don't know. And do you love the studio process? You're a producer, you're a writer, composer. Do you like that process?
It's interesting. I've been very inspired since moving to Las Vegas. So in the last 2 years, I've done a lot more than I had in probably the last 5 years prior to that. So I have a new song that is currently being mixed. That's currently being mixed right now. That I really feel very strong about. I think it's some of my best work, and I
You
don't
have
know.
somebody
I have
to
no
thank.
expectations.
You have somebody to thank for that.
I have a big
inspiration.
inspiration. Yeah, our
What
friend
happened?
Vincent John, man. Our friend Vincent John,
That little prick.
Vinny from the Bronx Wanderers, who's got a great headlining show here in Las Vegas, and they tour the country too. He had a creative burst and wanted to write a song for a James Bond theme,
For like a decade, he's been wanting to do that.
and he did it. And
it
his
was
track
great.
is great.
It's great.
And he used the title "No Time to Die." And he put together an AI video, and he put it out, just to kind of personally release it. So I called him and I said, "Hey, Vin,
Is it okay if I do one song too? I want to do a song too.
Yeah, I sounded just like that.
I
Yeah,
figured you did.
pretty sure I did. But I said, listen, I'm gonna write a James Bond song too, and I'm gonna call it "No Time to Die" also. And he thought it was
supported it
great.
fully,
He
yeah,
thought it was great.
yeah.
And he said, when I get ready to release mine, which should be probably sometime in October.
Well, you started it in August. You actually started it, but then you hired an orchestra.
I got an 80-piece orchestra that recorded outside the
I
country.
just in my back pocket, I pulled out an 80-piece
And
orchestra.
this is what this is the world I come from, Michael.
Yeah.
Right? When I do things, I try to make my vision come to life.
I feel
right?
like you're always in the one-up game. Like
No,
last single.
no,
No, hold on. The
no.
last single I put out, I had not an orchestra because this Jalen did all the strings, but it's a 29-piece string arrangement. I think you wanted to beat that by 51 pieces, and I think you're not a guy that
No.
beats somebody by like an inch. You're a guy that beats somebody by a mile.
Nope.
You are competitive. You are a sports guy. You're full of shit, and you're in denial about it. I want you
I'm
to get
not.
real. It's a little lavender, man. Get
I
real.
would
Let's do
love to
deep.
be real.
Hold on.
Let's let listen. The people that know me that are on this little chat list that's going on right now
Well, Billy
will attest to the fact that isn't me. I'm not that competitive when it comes to that. I just want to do the best I can do, and it has nothing to do about trying to
I know that,
outkick
right?
or out inch. But that's okay. You can.
I know that, right?
You actually make me sound tougher by
No.
laying down the story that maybe I'm a little bit more competitive.
You got a little lavender in you, buddy. What can you say, man?
I'm
I
very
think it's
soft,
great.
man.
You are
I'm very
soft.
in touch with my lavender. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
But yes, so that's coming out in September or in October.
October,
Really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Who's mixing it?
An amazing mixer by the name of Joe Zook,
Yeah.
who's
Right on, man.
mixed some really great stuff. I'm excited to hear what he does.
Well,
Sometimes
I got a little tease of it though. I got to hear it before one of your mixes.
listen to this guy. Look at this guy.
That's right. He wears. Yeah. Oh, by the way, your party. Thanks for the invite. I saw you not a party, but then I saw Sam Novak there. I love that he's commenting on your Versace because, dude, you looked like a Cuban cocaine dealer. You looked like Scarface. You did.
I had it unbuttoned in my gut.
hey.
And the best part about it, it's Labor Day. It was hot here yesterday. I stood in front of a grill. It's not Versace. It's Amazachi. I bought it right on Amazachi.
It looked like Versace, and it is what it is. So.
That's my friend Sal.
Sal.
I went and saw his show, The Formers. Did you see this show yet, Michael?
I didn't go see it. No,
Dude,
I didn't see it. No.
This show.
I love Jeff Lebo though. He's a good friend of mine. I love him.
Okay, Jeff, I love them all. They're all great guys. But let me tell you something. You've got to go see it. Next time the
take me to the
Formers
show.
are here, I'll take you.
Hey
Tickets are on me.
Sal, do me a favor. Will you comment again and let everybody know what your next show, your next
Please put it.
run is at it's South Point, yeah?
They headline the South Point showroom, and it's a great room to see people in. Michael Libinati knows what he is doing. He booked some great acts in that room, and this is one that is worthy of seeing. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice now.
So these
Really good.
were these guys were all part of Jersey Boys originally?
All part of Jersey Boys. I'm not going to give any of the secret sauce away, but the storyline and how they.
Look at Sam Novak.
I know Sam. Sam. Oh, Sam.
Sam.
Hey, Sal. Sam beat you to the punch.
He sure did. He's right in front of you. He beat you. You're in the same minute, but you both popped the shows up. I love that. Yeah.
I do
Sam,
too.
nice job, man.
So
Sam
great.
cares about the entertainment community and pushing those dates out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Listen, we got a little guest that I haven't talked to in a while. I've wanted to
Make him
introduce
wait.
you to this guy.
I don't know this guy.
I've wanted to introduce you to this guy for a long time because
He
you're
looks
cut
mean.
from the
I can
same
see
cloth.
him. He looks mean, man. Look at him. He looks upset.
He's tough. He's
He's
and
angry,
you know
right? Am I wrong?
You know what makes this guy tough?
He's from Cleveland.
He's a freaking Cleveland Browns fan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You
He's a
have to be
fucking
a
prick.
tough. You
No,
have to
he's
be
a
a
prick.
tough motherfucker to like a team that hasn't competed in decades, and now is on the verge of being a legitimate way
there he is.
There he is.
Hold on a minute. So am I wrong? His intro to you sounded a bit competitive, did it not? He was a little competitive there, bringing you in. He knocked your team.
It was nice. It was very nice. It was very nice. But, we're used to being knocked. I think the Houston Oilers, when they were in the AFC Central, I think they won the division sooner than the Cleveland Browns have won the AFC North. So that gives you a perspective. I don't. I mean, I can't even. You can't even fathom that, right?
I just love that you know that.
Real quick question, Howard. On your spare time before doing podcasts, are you taking Time Life orders with that headset?
No, he's actually. Do you want cheese on that Big Mac? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I
Publishers
love that.
Clearinghouse, baby. Publishers Clearinghouse. See, unlike you guys, I don't do this all that often anymore. I don't have my my Neumanns and my goosenecks and all the mics and the setups and the great background and all that shit.
He said
Listen,
you're retired.
He's
Yeah,
retired. Howard's retired.
I am. I'm retired Monday through Sunday. No obligations, no number, no email. I love it.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm jealous. And you're retired from the music industry?
Retired from retired from music and a lot of entrepreneurial ventures. Along with when you manage, artists or projects, there's a lot of projects you need to turn down, but you don't have to turn them down yourself. Maybe you find applications for it somewhere along the way. So if you have an entrepreneurial mind, hey, shit, let's do it.
Yeah, it's
right.
It's brutal to have an entrepreneurial mind and just constantly looking for the next thing. I mean, can you really effectively retire and unplug from everything? I mean, what are your hobbies? What makes you joyful? What makes you happy? Not work related.
Are you my therapist or my
right,
exactly?
Bro, you're on a Little Lavender, man.
Howard's
We're gonna
a
get
professional
deep.
That's what a Little Lavender's about. It's be in touch with our lavender side, right? It's what we.
You're right, Kevin. You're right.
Listen, Howard, show me on my stick where do they touch the doll? Where do they touch you? Tell them. Let's talk about it. Right there. Oh yeah.
Right
Murray
there.
Sawchuk.
That's a sweet spot. Murray Sawchuk here. Just want to say hi. All right.
That's an amazing stick you have there.
Yeah, it's
the first time he heard it.
But seriously though, I mean, how long? When did you say, okay, I'm going to retire from this? I'm done with it. And then when did that happen? First of all, that's the first question. When did you retire from music?
Late 2019-ish, right before COVID. I didn't know it was
5
coming.
Years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay,
it's
so
been a
in
while.
the 5 years, okay, you're still an entrepreneur. You've got maybe some investments and some business. But what have you done in that 5 years that brings you joy? Something you keep going back to? Has there been anything? It could be golf. I don't give a shit what the hell it is.
Lots of golf, lots of tennis, lots of listening to older people and getting great knowledge. Trying to find what's the next chapter. Just because I'm retired business-wise doesn't mean my life is over. So trying to find the next chapter, what makes me happy, and I'm not sure what that is yet. I've got two amazing dogs that hang out with me. 51. I had to think about that for a second.
This is one of the reasons why I knew that the two of you guys needed to know each other. Michael is a very big animal lover and a dog lover. He's got chickens at his house. He raises chickens. He's got a coop and all that kind of crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got his 3 dogs. But what was really cool about Howard, and we haven't really told your story, and I'll let you tell that in a minute. But Howard, at the very, very early, it became a trend, right? Your business that you started, that you were very successful with, Howard started pet hotels.
Oh.
And had wonderful success all around the country. Franchising and growing a business.
Fantastic.
And amazing. So I don't want to give too much of your thunder away. And at the same time, he's managing artists in the music business and making things happen all around the world. So is that accurate to some of your background?
It's extremely accurate. I love it. You want to hear about it?
Yeah,
I
want to hear about the fantastic hotel.
I knew you. I wore the white hat, not the white glasses, so I didn't want to steal your thunder.
That's all good.
It was crazy. Like in the late '90s, when Napster was starting to come about in the music, you could totally see the royalties declining quarter to quarter. And I had 2 golden retriever puppies at the time, and jokingly said to them, "Yo, you guys need to get a job. Like, our money's disappearing." People.
Oh, well, that was effective. Did he hang up on us? Does he know about the hang up?
He doesn't. I didn't tell him of that.
He's not off though. It just went black. So
listen, we're gonna come back to Howard. We're having technical difficulties. We've got someone else here. I gave the info out. This is Kevin Harold from Shogun Media, who did the documentary that you were so kind to talk about.
It was a
Michael.
terrible piece. The worst part about it was the director of photography. He did not know what he was doing. You were the director. Did you not fire that guy immediately? Oh wait, Kevin, sorry.
No, I wasn't the director.
No, I thought Kevin was the director, and you guys hired a DP.
That's Kevin S. and I'm Kevin S. We're both Kevin S's.
I'm so confused right now. I love the piece, Kevin. By the way, nice job, man. Way to capture it. It was. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, my friend. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, perfect. Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on, Michael. Nice to see you. You look great.
Thank you. We met when you were in. Where were you? Right. We were so. You were guys in a hotel somewhere. Did we not plug in a morning?
We were getting ready. Yeah. We're getting ready for the City Winery show.
Dude, we go way back, bro. You're acting like we're just meeting for the first time, man. You know? Yeah, great to see you. Well done, gentlemen. You guys did a great job on it.
I have a question for Kevin. What was you spent a couple weeks on the road with the Docksiders. Was it enjoyable? Did you have a good time, or was it?
Tell the fucking truth, man.
You can tell the truth.
Don't BS.
Absolutely.
How was your experience?
So you called me out, so I'm gonna tell the truth. Okay. So first, I'm gonna dime myself off. Prior to meeting Kevin, the truth is I had no idea what yacht rock was. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. This is my genre of music. I was born in 1970. This is my music. So you would think I would know this, right? But after meeting Kev and learning about yacht rock, okay, so I go out on tour with these guys, and legitimately, they are the nicest, most professional, greatest human beings on planet Earth. I had a great time hanging out with them. And you have to understand, like, as an outsider, you know this, Michael, right? So when you build a group of people, of band members, these are built on relationships, right? And so it's hard letting people into your world for the first time.
Yeah.
So here I am running around with a camera, and literally they gave me total freedom to just shoot whatever I wanted. And that's kind of dangerous, right? Because you never know what,
I was very thankful I finally got my colonoscopy.
We lost Howard again, man. What's going on, Howard?
Oh, there he is.
What happened?
There he is. He's back. Howard's back. There we go.
Yeah, we were. So you had a free for all to go wherever.
Yeah. So I had a free for all, and what I learned was that the reality of the Docksiders is that every single member of the band is an absolute industry professional, and they take what they do deadly serious. Like, they have fun on stage, like they're having a good time, but behind the scenes, like, legitimately, they want to do the best job possible. And so that was the one thing that I learned that was awesome. The other part was getting to know the personality of the band. And so every member of the band was super open, like they were legitimately themselves.
Who's your favorite?
And so if you watch the video, you really get a truthful, no kidding look at the band. And so as a filmmaker, as somebody who does documentaries or, music videos or whatever type of project I work on, authenticity is important, right?
Yeah.
And so if you watch this video, it's authentic. And so without being long-winded, that's kind of what it was like. But God, did I feel part of the family? I haven't been around the Docksiders very long, and I feel part of the family. So that's kind of what my journey's like.
That's what I felt you captured, though. And before you were on, I was talking about the old days when we used to get an LP. We got vinyl, and we would read the liner notes, and we wanted to feel part of the act that we were becoming family to or a fan of, and that's gone away. So what your piece did, I think, for the Docksiders, and I tried to watch it objectively, was it kind of brought you in on that. And they are authentic. I know both sides of it too, and they are who they are. The only one I have a problem with is really Theo. Theo puts on some image thing, and it's like, he's got to work on getting authentic on that. But it was well done, guys. I don't know, Howard, did you see it yet? Did you see the documentary that the little tease they posted today?
I have not seen that. I've seen him perform in person and on television, and all these great venues, but I've not seen what you're talking about.
Yeah, it got premiered today at 2 p.m. West Coast. You got to check it out. It's on Kevin's page, and because you know them personally, and you're gonna see if Kevin has captured that accurately, and I feel that you did, and that's what I loved about it. So good job. Not easy to do.
Michael, one thing you brought up earlier that I thought was very on point, and I want to thank you for that, is you said that the style of it kind of brought you back to an earlier part of music where you got to learn about a band. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because that is what we were striving for, is whether you know the Docksiders or not, or, whether you followed them or you know nothing about them. I wanted the audience to feel like they knew who they were at the end of it. And I really appreciate you picking up on that. Thank you very much for that.
Would you say if it was put on, if they were complete assholes when the camera was off, would you come here on the Little Lavender with us right now and call that shit out?
I absolutely would.
I love that. Okay, so tell us about an artist that you can throw under the bus right now that you had that experience with. Just kidding. Oh man,
Kevin. Thanks for
actually,
us.
I can throw. Yeah, no, I won't.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just kidding.
I'm a
with you.
professional.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, look at Jack watched it, huh?
Jack watched it. He said it was great. Loved that it had a lot of his man Max.
It did. The kid is the star of the whole thing. So.
Yes.
We got to get back to the dog story. Yeah,
We're
Kevin,
getting
thanks
back
for popping
to
in.
Howard. Thanks for joining us today, pal.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
Keep up the good
Talking
work. By the
soon.
way,
Love you too,
if you don't get paid, the bills don't get paid. Reckless in Vegas has a lot of stuff we want to capture. We'll pay you up front, okay? Just so you know.
Wow.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
That's
All right.
great.
Bye, Kevin.
That's great. Yeah, maybe if he wants to make some mediocre videos, he should.
Yeah,
work with
exactly. Fuck you, Kevin. You fucking prick.
you. Howard's back. He's back.
Oh, I'm on my phone, and Mike Fratello, the basketball coach, USA, all that good stuff. He won't stop calling me.
Hold on. Let me pick up these names you keep dropping.
That's what, actually, don't we have?
I was going to try to get him on.
Wait,
There you go.
we got a banner. Yeah, hold on. We got a
Name
banner.
dropper. Yeah.
Name dropper. There it is.
Continue
There
on,
it is.
Howard.
Go ahead.
There it is. Well, I was thinking maybe I'd just answer and tell him to come on. So I don't know what's going on in this podcast, but I was going to tell him to come on, but then I lose the video. So
As
anyway.
you can see, Cleveland has a really strong internet service from Cricket Wireless, and
Dial up, right?
it's dial up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love Cleveland, man. Cleveland gets such a bad rap, but I have had so much freaking fun.
He's gone again.
There he is, just like this.
This prick. There he is.
There he is.
What are you
he's
touching?
back.
Don't touch anything. Just don't touch anything, Howard. Well, wait a minute. So Cleveland has an amazing House of Blues. I played there. We lost you. Wait, audio? But I want to go back to how you started this. Oh, we lost him. I think he's fucking with us.
What kind of shitty podcast are we running here?
Well, you wanted to get a studio and have guests in the studio. You're probably right. He's back. He's shaking his head. Bring him back in. Let's see his remorse.
He's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Man,
Are you
my
pushing
phone
buttons?
never stops. No, my phone doesn't stop ringing, and I didn't
There's
realize.
something called
interrupts
there's something
Cut
called
this off.
airplane mode that
Yeah,
would
put it in
cut
airplane
people
mode.
from calling you for 3 more minutes.
I didn't know if this would work on airplane mode.
Are you on
because
Wi-Fi right now?
I don't know if I'm on Wi-Fi here at this place, but
So
let me try
technology
to think.
wasn't part of your doggy motel idea, right?
Actually,
the dogs came up with the idea.
It really
Dude.
was, but I didn't think about it. In fact, when he said podcast, I thought it was just audio in the first place. So I come from the radio
Listen.
background, so I didn't know.
Well, in some platforms it is just audio. So when you tell stories, don't use your hands a lot because people that are listening to it, as opposed to saying it, they won't understand what the hell you're talking about.
I want to say that I think Howard's Pet Hotel in Hollywood, California, was the first pet hotel in the world to have the technology where you could log on the internet
And watch your dogs.
stream your dog
Love it.
or a pet. So
That's
cool.
right.
What's the name
right.
of it? You sold it now, or are you still
Yeah,
involved?
so the name of the pet hotel is called the Barkley, which is actually it was named
Love
after
it.
one of my dogs called the Barkley. So
cute.
yeah, it's awesome. You had a Rodeo Drive, so dogs could stay in different storefronts along Rodeo Drive, Hollywood Boulevard. It was a lot of spoofs, a lot of parody. It's cool stuff. A lot of
And then
technology.
Great, man.
To
So
have
great.
real estate like that, at high rent rates, it panned out. It made sense. These people paid.
Yes, I mean it's still, and actually since it was built in 2009, that facility it's since expanded twice to this point.
Wow.
So yeah,
Is
one under when I still owned
can,
it, and then another one since it's
can
been
you
sold. So
can you get
yeah,
him a
what is that?
suite?
Is that a white lab, yellow lab?
Yellow lab, yeah, he's an English lab.
Yeah, it
So a
was
bit
Labrador. It
he
was
caught a bit of an
Labrador Day
accident.
yesterday.
It was
Uh,
Labrador. Do you know it was Labrador Day yesterday,
yeah, it's
Shappy?
Labrador
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I
you know what
gotta.
I say? All labs matter,
It's cute.
not just
Yeah.
black labs.
Yeah, they've been
Um,
they're a big joy for me for sure. We used to
awesome.
take we had a place when I used to tour and I was living in Oregon, and we there was a place that we would take the dogs to. It was about a 2 hour drive, but it was a beautiful property and all the dogs ran free and it was they loved it. You know, most of the time you take them to a boarding, you got to drag them out of the car, and they
Right.
loved this place. You know, and imagine a fancy dancy hotel like you're speaking of, they probably loved the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds like the metro parks for dogs you were taking them to. It sounds great.
Yeah, it was a good one. Expensive though, very
Well,
expensive.
worth it though. It's like your
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, totally, totally. It
Babies,
made
right?
touring better. So thank you for creating that business. I'm sure you make a lot of pet owners less anxious when they
It was
travel.
awesome.
So
It was awesome.
yeah,
It was 24/7 every day of the year. A big responsibility, but
yeah. Well, congrats
it
on
was well
building
worth it.
it
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
selling it, and now
Thank
finding
you.
joy elsewhere. Right.
I have and I am finding joy elsewhere.
Where are you in
So
the country right now?
I'm in Cleveland right now.
Oh, you're in Cleveland.
I
Why?
am. It's a damn good question, actually. I was well, because I'm not coming to Vegas till the end of September for the Browns Raiders game.
Oh,
And actually, I started a new venture a couple of weeks ago, so I haven't been able to
going
tell
to
you
football
about it yet.
games?
Are we
No,
breaking news here?
that's Capital One venture,
Print
but
printing fake
um,
tickets?
no, no,
What's the scam
it's
here?
actually it's a pretty cool scam actually. What
You don't want to
we're
talk about it.
No, no, I'll talk about it if you want, but so basically what we do is we place electric vehicle chargers on properties at no cost to the property owner with
Oh,
government funds. So it's pretty cool, and we get commissioned to find end users and basically giving things away. So
yeah.
it's pretty cool actually, and in the last I'm going to drop a name, but I'm going to drop a number. In the month of August, we did $3.5 billion worth of equipment in the month of
Wow.
August. So that was our first month, so hopefully that'll
In one piece of equipment
one
is $2 billion, right? So you only got one and a half out. Keep it up the good
um,
work, buddy.
close, you're good. Yeah.
The
He's a math
infrastructure
major, math
is
major.
laid out. I've got a really good friend of mine that's doing the same exact thing. They're based in San Francisco, and they've been on the gun, and it's been a terrifically. They're killing it, and it's a needed service. It's smart of you to jump on that. Congrats, man! Another good
So
company.
so that's the new thing. So
Do
but
you
now
have a
people keep
territory
calling
you're focused on?
the United States of America.
That's a
I'm
good
sure
one.
you heard of it,
Yeah. No.
right?
I need one in the neighborhood here.
You need one in your garage. That's
I
what you
do. I
need.
need one in the garage. Yeah,
What do you have? A
Yeah.
level two, don't you? You have a level two.
I do.
Yeah, you need one of these. These are level three, 20-minute chargers.
Perfect. I'll take one.
Superchargers.
I'll
All right.
take one.
Well, we can
Charge the
get.
government and send one to me.
That's the idea.
Love it.
Are you doing
So
highways or in town stuff?
highways, byways,
Anything?
skyways,
Yeah.
yeah, anything and everything. So
What?
it's pretty amazing. We also the second half of that too is we have an initiative to install solar onto commercial buildings as a renewable energy source to minimize electricity, because most people don't know that in June of 2025 electric rates in this country are going up 300 to 800%, and that's a done deal. So it's going to be rough for people. It's going to be it's not a political thing or not or anything like that. It's just what's in place right now.
What's the cause of that?
um, I'll be honest with you. I don't know the exact answer, only that there's been
Make
a
some
lot
shit up.
of, okay, there's been a lot of nuclear power plant shutdowns in 24.
Hmm.
A lot of different lettuce factory initiatives that have changed the grid. And it's just causing prices to skyrocket.
They already have. I mean, I saw mine went up 40 to almost 50% in the last year.
What was you've sharing your electric bill this last month in Las Vegas?
Mine was not. It was actually a little bit better, but it was I don't know, 850.
Mine was 905.
How is yours 905?
For 1 month?
Yeah, last month.
Vegas has got really high rates.
Oh my gosh.
Our bass player works for Nevada Energy, and so he's always fighting me on everything. But because it's his pension, whatever. I don't give a shit what he thinks. But bottom line is, the prices have really shifted here. We also had a crazy hot summer that started early. So, and I'm all electric. So even in the heat, I don't get a reprieve because we don't have gas. Are you gas over there for heat? You got a heat pump at your setup?
Yeah, we got gas, but I don't know if Kevin has gas.
Kevin,
not right now.
You're all
right. Usually,
you're all electric though at your house, or you don't know. You haven't been in the house during the winter. You're not sure what you have.
No, I've got gas. We got electric. My gas bill's very manageable. My Southwest gas bill last month was $30.
But if your HVAC system in that house is not a heat pump,
it's
all electric. Yeah, so you're not going to see a reprieve from that.
But then again, listen, I'm running. We're running pool service, right? The pool is cleaning itself a large portion of the day. That's all electric. And from what I was told, listen, the bills are very manageable 8 months out of the year here, right? It's those 4
good luck
months.
with that. They used to be. Now they're not. Like my low bills are 400 or 500 now. They used to be down in the 100 range, and my highs were 500 or 600. Now my highs are 900, and my lower levels are 400 or 500.
Oh my God.
That's the increase that you're talking about already.
Just wait till the fall when he pulls out his back clippers. Those are plugins. That's
I'm gonna kill myself before that all happens. So I'm gonna just slit the wrist, baby. That's all. That's it.
Nice.
You remember I told you this on this day when energy goes up to 100-200%, I'm out of here, man. Because fuck it. I mean, my happiness depends on the cost of energy. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you guys both smiling.
This is great.
And raisins.
Here we go. That's right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Congrats on that. Yeah.
Congratulations on the new venture. Thanks for jumping on and saying hello.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I had no idea what to expect. He just said 5:00 West Coast. I said, dang, that's 8:00 my time. That's crazy.
It's a podcast about
that's
nothing,
Murder
man.
She Wrote for you, right?
I was thinking. It was crazy. It's freaking Family Feud and Wheel of Fortune. I'm missing it all.
Listen, go grab that Salisbury steak out of the oven. That hungry man dinner is waiting for you. Thank you. I miss you.
I got a question for you, Howard. You're coming out in September and to watch Cleveland play the Raiders.
Correct.
What's your thought on what the score would be on that game? That was great.
Wow, you did it to him.
I did it to him.
You asked him
that was all me, Howard. I don't give a shit what you think the game. I don't care because the Raiders are going to smoke your ass. Enjoy your trip here, buddy.
Wow, Howard, you don't know that, but that's how we let people go from the podcast. We cut you right off before you get answering questions.
I want to thank Howard for coming in, and I hope you're really a good sport about that. We hang up on everybody. That's part of the endearing quality of a little Lavender. And there's a backstory on that, and I think we're good, man. We're at 45 minutes, dude. Don't hang up on me, Kevin. Don't end it. Don't put your hands up in the air. Michael Grimm's got a show, Concert for a Cause. You got that flyer? Can you pop that up for me?
Fucking.
It notoriety. This is for St. Jude's Ranch for Children. So if you're a supporter of St. Jude's Ranch for Children here in Las Vegas, this is an opportunity for you to go see Michael Grimm live. It's Mr. Nobody, this new thing he's doing, and Bill Zappia, and I don't know Jimmy Trippy personally, but they're fantastic. So Tuesday, September 10th at 7:00. And then if you don't know who to vote for, you can always vote for Kevin and I because we're still in the fucking race. That's right. Yeah.
We are. We're on the ballot in Nevada. We're here to make Nevada a purple state.
I don't understand. And we don't get into politics here, and we're not going to. But I don't understand people because, man, we need to be together regardless. We need to disagree. We need to be able to have debates, and we need to hear each other. I mean, most of my friends I disagree with constantly, and that's an integral part of the relationship, man. And I want to hear Kevin's an idiot, but I want to hear why he thinks a certain way. And yeah, I mean, look at this. When he did this, I had to hear Kevin had to explain to me what was going on in Vin's pants. I just didn't understand it. and Chris
Yeah, we
Phillips
call
and Jimmy.
Vin lives up to his nickname Thumbelina.
Thumbelina, yeah. So I encourage all of us to be kind to one another. I mean, find your inner little lavender, and if you, as passionate as I am about my
It's
belief
time
system,
to heal, is what it comes down to. We've become so divided and so staunchly aggressive in our own worlds that, I remember listening to my grandparents and my parents have political conversations when I was a kid, probably 10, 11 years old. I had no clue what they were talking about, but I remember that there was a difference of opinion, and even though that there was some healthy debates going on in the room, there wasn't somebody stopping talking to people. And I'm not, my grandparents were on one side of the aisle, my parents seemed to be on another side, and I miss that.
healthy.
I miss having healthy conversations where I can throw my arms around somebody that I care about who has a difference of opinion, and listen and try to understand and try to see, why they're that passionate about, right?
What it will do is it will stifle ideas, because people are afraid to express an idea that it might offend or cause a beef or whatever. And this country was built on ideas and people sharing. Values are values, and I think that media has confused a lot of people, and it's sad. It worries me. I saw a thing on. By the way, that would have, during your grandma's story, that would have been a great time for me to hang up on you, because it was a poignant story, and you've done that to me a few times. But I didn't want to do
Have
it.
I really?
Yeah, don't hang up on me, because I want to say this. This is important. I watched the thing on plastics, right? I saw a little clip about the plastic industry and big oil industry, and then I did a deep dive on plastic. And that's a scary situation with plastic, that for 50 years plus, the oil industry has schmoozed us all to think that, what are you doing with your hand?
Nothing.
You're going to hang up. Okay, hang up. That's it.
No, I'm not.
Look into plastic, because we're being schmoozed. It's not recyclable. Only 9% of all the plastic that gets collected for recycling actually gets recycled. And I don't think we know that. We've been taught to believe that, this is recyclable, we're doing the right thing, in order for us to keep consuming and using plastic. And it's concerning to me, because it's just one microcosm of some of the stuff that we're doing out of convenience. The human race puts desire in front of survival, and we need to switch that around.
Is it microcosm or microcosm?
What did I say?
Microcosm.
That's what it is then. I have no idea. I don't even know how to spell that word. Microcosm? Chasm? Schism?